Welcome, Scorpio, to Butterfly Transformations. We're getting ready to get started with your high vibrational November reading. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. If the reading you feel does not quite resonate, please check some of the other readings that are a part of your zodiac story as well. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you land on this reading, just imagine that you're either a little ahead of the energy, you may be actually experiencing the energy at the current time, or you may be somewhat behind it. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the decks I feel we're going to be pulling from during this reading, although that can shift because of the fact that we do this based on inspiration. So I believe we may use the Spellcaster's Oracle. We're going to get some information here from our Energies Oracle. We're going to more than likely be using my double crystal visions tarot deck, and I feel like I'm going to give this deck a shot. This is my Divine Diversity deck. It's absolutely gorgeous, but I've had to cut it a couple times. It's just too big to shuffle. We're going to see how it performs. And my favorite Everyday Goddess. And if we need to clarify, we're going to clarify with any of these tons of decks here or the ones over there. So let's just pull one. I feel like we need to also be using this Crystal Spirits. Now, keep in mind that for those of you that are watching this particular reading, that you will get the prelude to the full reading. The full reading is going to be on my Patreon channel, Tanisha Ali. Patreon.com/Tanisha Ali. So what you're going to benefit from here is the introduction to the major energies. And if you want the specifics, you're going to have to come on over and join us on Patreon, where we have your spiritual content and some of the exclusive membership content that is designed to help you move through your challenges, help you up level your mindset. We have challenges, all types of challenges, whether they be high vibrational challenges, whether they be talk about relationship and getting the scum out, or whether they be talk about your health and wellness, your emotional and energetic vibration, all of that type stuff. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dig into this reading for our beautiful Scorpios. First thing I want to do is get a feel for some of the major energy here that's on the table from the divine. Some of this major arcana energy for Scorpio this month of November. Coming into an amazing month here. We have two portals. We have the 1st. We also have the 11th. We also have so much going on as 2020 draws to a close, and we look forward to the exciting 2021 energy, which, believe me, will be off the chart. I can't say that I disliked 2020. I actually experienced an amazing 2020 in terms of letting some things go, as well as welcoming some things into my life and up leveling in a lot of ways. I believe it all has to do with where you are on that vibrational continuum. So let's look ahead. Let's look ahead for Scorpio this month. What are we looking at from the major arcana energies? What does Scorpio need to be focusing on this month? Okay, we've had the Justice card. Very interesting here. With this being the card of Libra, with this being the card of 11, with this being the November card, this is an interesting energy here. This could be, looking at things with clarity, with the black and white. This is also karmic retribution. This is also can spell the end of karmic debris being released and things coming into more balance. This is the Justice card, so we're talking about an emotional equilibrium here, as well as moral integrity, things that have to do with what is right. So you may be in a space of making some decisions, you may be weighing some things, or you may be unloading some karma. We're going to get a better idea of what this energy is trying to tell us, okay? The card says, I'm truthful with others and myself, and I take full responsibility for my choices. So that's the karma. And then the moral integrity is the being truthful with oneself. Okay, so what else? What else does Scorpio need this month? Scorpio's looking at things clearly, weighing options, making important decisions, resolving karma. Consequences are coming in, and this is a time where you're reaping what you sow. So what you're thinking is as important as what you are doing. We also have the Sun card. So we have two beautiful major arcana energies here. This is a beautiful card. I'm blessed with the gift of life. The gift of life is one of my favorite phrases. I just looked on this card to see it for the first time. I'm free to create a life filled with joy, open and connected to God. So this is about being connected to the divine. This is about taking instruction from God. This is about being in alignment with cosmic will, doing what feels good, doing what allows you to expand and free flow, and making those decisions that you make that shine the light on you. This is also about clearing negative, heavier energies from your life as you bring things more into balance. But here you're sort of feeling like you're at the center of the universe. The sun is shining on you. Things are feeling extremely positive. You're feeling blessed. You may be feeling better about yourself. You may have accomplished some goals. You may have been bringing some things into alignment. You could be in a state of karmic balance right now that just really feels good. This is a positive energy. Some of you literally may be dealing with pregnancy and having a child, perhaps. Some of you. But this is about things coming to fruition. This is where it feels good. This is where you feel like the divine is not only revealing things to you and you're feeling connected, but you're also feeling blessed. You're feeling protected. Just a wonderful, wonderful energy here. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So we have a lot of, it's like the phase that you're in right now, what you've put out is starting to come back to you. Maybe the honesty, the integrity, the emotional love, and all of those things that you have been putting out and giving to others, you're now starting to feel those things start to come in. The month of November is looking really good for you. There's a shift, and you may be feeling as though you're coming up on that shift currently. It could be in your love life where you're feeling a lot more reciprocity and you feel yourself having moved out of darker periods. Maybe with the Sun card, you're accomplishing more of your goals. Your solar plexus energy is flowing. You've been really grinding. You've been working. You've been accomplishing a lot of things. And you're feeling the balance. You're not only feeling balance coming into your life, but you're feeling inner balance and emotional equanimity is what you're feeling. And it's almost as if things that may have seemed dark are now starting to turn, and you are feeling more of what you would perceive as what you deserve coming in. With this Wheel of Fortune card, this is letting you know that November is going to be a wonderful month for you. I feel like it's going to be a great month for you for manifesting. So you're going to want to make sure that you're setting your goals and being very concrete about what are the things that you really want to accomplish. What is it that really speaks to your heart? Doing the kind of things that you're not doing them for other people, but you're doing them for yourself. You're taking things in your life to the next level, and you're making sure that your time, your day-to-day actions, and your energy, you're putting that towards what it is that you want to yield a return with in terms of that karmic card and that justice card. So this is this particular phase that you're coming in, this fall phase, should be very positive for you. This is a time where you really want to feel hopeful. You want to continue to do those things that allow you to feel balanced. You want to keep your goals at the center of your world. But you do want to begin to allow yourself to relax some and to trust the process, but to stay on task and to stay very focused with those things that are very important to you. So let's look at some more oracle guidance. And then when we get into the more specific guidance from the tarot, we're going to take it on over to patreon.com/SaneejaAli. What else is going on in the month of November for our beautiful Scorpios? Because you've got major energies here that are positive. And we've got trust and boundaries that wanted to turn out. This may be setting boundaries to protect what you've been building, and this may be trusting the process, okay? Those are just key words that wanted to fall out. So what else does Scorpio need this month or November? What do Scorpio need to put his or her attention on during this month? Because I feel like this is going to be a month of ease. A lot of what's happening for you is coming into balance, and it's being protected by the divine, meaning you're getting what you deserve. You're getting back what you put out. Easier times are ahead, times that you're going to feel as though you can flourish. And perhaps maybe you're feeling like you're on top of the world. Those are the things you want to protect. You want to put boundaries around them. You want to keep negativity out. You want to not only trust yourself as you keep negativity out, but you want to trust what is happening in terms of the energies that are around you, and you want to mind your mindset. That's what I just heard, mind your mindset. So what else does Scorpio need for the month of November? What are some of the key energies? Okay, looks like, was that the card? We have answers. Interesting card here. So maybe you need answers. Maybe you're looking for answers and you're being guided to trust the process. Answers could be anything. All right. It could be you looking into higher states of awareness. You could be searching for something. You could be in a process of going deeper. Let's share what the energy of this card has to say. There's something that may be in here that you might actually need to hear, okay? So this is saying the answers are within. So whatever it is that you have questions about, it's about trusting yourself. It really is about this sun energy here, trusting the answers and that the wisdom are actually within. And to really make sure that you hold the space for that, okay? And for those things that you are unsure about, ask the question boldly of the divine and wait for those answers to begin to develop within. This is about self-validation. This is about you having the courage to recognize that on your journey, your guidance, your opinion, your dignity for self-importance is what really matters. So here you're not seeking outside of yourself. You are going within, but not only that, you are trusting your own inner guidance, and you're being the person to validate, which means you don't need to seek validation or approval from other people. A couple of cards really want to jump out, but we know we like the jumpers. For Scorpio, we also have psychic abilities. Beautiful card here. Look at that. This is key. So with these portals opening up, this could really be a time of you doing some upgrades or deepening in your ability to see things. So this may be about dreaming. We have confidence at the bottom of the deck, which also underscores the message in this answers card here. But this interesting. This psychic abilities card is like your third eye is expanding. The energy there is becoming more strong. You may be in a space where you're starting to see auras, or you're paying more attention to your dreams. Some of you might be spending more time astral traveling or astral projecting, but this is about, I feel this is about upgrades. This is about DNA activation. So on your path forward, you have the spiritual vision and the visionary ambition to go forward by trusting your spiritual sight, by looking from within. So this may be doing things that allow you to practice bringing up your psychic abilities. Maybe you've been considering taking a Reiki class. Maybe you've been studying auras. Maybe you're keeping a dream journal. Maybe you're ramping up your energy of speaking to animals, or maybe you're starting to entertain your guides. Whatever it is, this is forming that deeper connection with the most ancient part of yourself during this month. This is pretty big because somehow I feel like this has to do with the sun energy over here. And I feel like I also want to get some oracle guidance for you from my book. If you haven't purchased Manifesting Your Masterpiece, you can get it on Amazon. It says pass your classes. Okay, this has to do with people who are lingering in your life and the fact that they're there as a part of a learning process. In the School of Life, we take individualized courses in the areas we need the most work in. We will repeat our coursework until we pass our classes. The way we pass our classes is to break destructive patterns, take responsibility for what we create, and not be victims to our lower selves. Take notice of the people who come into your life and those who are currently in your life as they mirror through which you can access yourself. You know how they say the greatest way to get to know yourself is to recognize the what you might feel may be ambiguities, but to recognize the qualities in other people, especially the ones that you criticize the most. Oftentimes, those are the qualities within yourself that you need to pay the most attention to, or those people are there to serve as a reflection. This whole experience that we have and everything we draw into what we manifest is a reflection of something that is deeper within us. says you can do this in two ways. You can pay attention to the criticisms and judgments and dislikes you have regarding a person in your life. What you see in them that is undesirable is also within you. You can also become mindful of the ways in which a person may trigger unhealed emotions in you. Something that comes up in you that you're not sure why it comes up, but it comes up in your dealings with a particular person or in a particular workplace situation or family dynamic, something like this. Dig deep within yourself to understand what experiences this person reminds you of. You may have buried these experiences or may be in denial of what you need to see. When this person triggers you emotionally, you are being shown what aspects of yourself are in need of healing. And so the question here is, who in your life is triggering you and what lesson are they teaching you about yourself? So as we look at Scorpio moving forward with the balancing of karmic justice here, or justice coming in, with the Sun card, with finding the answers within, confidence, your psychic abilities rising to the surface. Remember that you're also being called to pay attention to the things that send you to those dark places emotionally. You want to start being more mindful of what it is you're feeling. And especially when it's something that doesn't feel good, you need to do some self-examination. So this is about the shadow aspects, the things that are the most difficult for us to address. This is about really just accepting what is it that bothers you that other people do, and understanding that the reason why you can see that is because it is within you, and understanding that oftentimes you are projecting some aspect of your own dysfunction. And this can be difficult because it's never pleasant. But another great time to do this is when something has happened or there's been some type of emotional explosion that you may be ruminating about or pining back and forth about, and seeing where you can accept responsibility for a situation. See where you can accept 50% of the responsibility, and then push a little harder and see where you can accept 100% of the responsibility as a learning tool. All right, let's see what else we got here from the wisdom of the Avalon for Scorpio. We have the frog, okay? We know that's about decluttering. It's also about prosperity. It's about abundance. It's about calling things in. So we have the frog and the cat. Okay, so this may also be about you embracing your love for animals as well, since we're dealing with both of these animals. The cat, as we know, is very much of a psychic and spiritual animal. So this message resonates here, but also, as we talked about earlier, the cat is about setting boundaries. Boundaries. What kind of boundaries we're talking about? Sometimes we will be talking about physical boundaries, because we got decluttering here, which is about decluttering your physical space, decluttering your technology space, maybe freeing up space on your hard drives or on your phone, deleting things that are not needed, freeing up financial clutter, emotional clutter, things that take up residence and keep you in a stagnant energy and prevent the inflow of new energies coming in, is what this frog energy is about. Primarily, though, the message here is about releasing emotional baggage. So how do we release emotional baggage in the context of this reading? Is we deal with issues that have to do with self-validation. We get in the habit of validating ourselves. How else do we deal with emotional baggage? We watch what we allow into our energy fields, and we are willing to let go of the things that we know don't make us feel good anymore. We do the shadow work that we need to do. We're willing to go deep. So somehow this is you being on an independent path. I feel like this theme of independence, of confidence, of setting boundaries, of trusting yourself and trusting your own gifts and talents is a major focus for you this month. Definitely is a major focus for you this month somehow. These are important things that you need to be doing. So for some of you, maybe it has to do with you actually moving your workspace, or moving into another physical environment, or setting boundaries with people to make sure that you stay on that path, which is allowing you to manifest what you want to manifest. It could be setting a tighter schedule. Boundaries can have to do with everything, but whatever it is you're dealing with, you're moving forward with confidence. Okay, we have love here on the table, all right, which is an underlying energy to this emotional baggage and these healthy boundaries and this sense of independence. So this is saying to me, and we'll get more into what this means as we do the more specific tarot aspect of this reading on Patreon, the second half of it. But what I'm seeing here is that this has a lot to do with this is about love. Okay, this could have something to do with your love life. We have 95, we have 45 here. We have the wounded human ego that we're dealing with. So for some of you all, there may be some aspects of what's happening in your relationship with another person that you have a lot of love with that you have to begin to focus on. And you have to put the focus on yourself, and you have to be able to begin to release any emotional baggage and do some house cleaning with things that could potentially be interfering with your ability to fully interact in a healthy way in that relationship. This could also, for some of you guys, mirror an energy that someone else has in the relationship. The other thing that comes to mind for me as I'm looking at this has to do with the fact of you not needing to depend on the other person to validate you, and you being able to be confident, stand on your own, and be independent with regard to moving your agenda forward. You are currently in the sun, which means you're being led by something far greater than what another individual can provide for you. So this is a time of self-efficacy, self-belief, and self-acknowledgement and validation. Beautiful, beautiful energy there. This month is about a lot of mirror work and releasing some things. Very interesting here for Scorpio. Let's pull a couple of more for Scorpio, and then we're going to go from there. Oh, too many fell. But let's look. Well, we're not gonna. It wouldn't be fair to get the one on the table, right? What's the message for Scorpio? What is the message for Scorpio? If you're having any doubts this month, Scorpio, you have the answers that you need. Okay? It's about you this month. Keep the focus on you. We have Broken Open, which is a very interesting card. 28. Previous card, Love, is number 9. Then we have this card, which is 10. All right, so this is really about expansion. Okay, it's something, there's an energy that's coming in to open you up. It's actually breaking you up. There's something that is a catalyst for something else that you're experiencing this month. And I feel like it's starting with the heart chakra. And we see the heart chakra ignited. We also see the root chakra and the crown chakra. So it's like all of you is coming online. And I think that this is really important because I look at the energies between both of these two cards from different decks, and you see the similarities in these colors. This is an ignition. This is a DNA upgrade. This is activation. These are things that have to do with your personal gifts. I feel like if you take advantage of the energy of this month and you release the emotional baggage and let go of anything that may be codependent or that may be negative vibrational energies, you let these things go and you go within and you start paying attention to certain things, you're going to make some quantum leaps this month. And this also may have a lot to do with some of the gateways that are open. This is what my intuition is telling me about this card. I'm going to actually place it at the center of the reading. I feel like that message here is a very important message, sitting on that lotus flower down there, surrounded by all of that indigo color in the background, but also the stars, which represent guidance. The crown chakra is illuminated. The heart chakra is illuminated. Along with the solar plexus, you can still see the sacral chakra and the root chakra. So this is like really, this is really everything coming online. Okay. This is also for some of you all, as I mentioned, I think I mentioned a catalyst earlier. For some of you, this may be about a situation that you come into contact with that brings you to a level of self-evaluation through some sort of loss, some type of pain, or something else that happens. The point here is for you to remember not to resist this. All right. This is about, recognizing that the only way to move forward is to move through a situation and not deny it, and not to stay in a place longer than you have to. Get the message that you're supposed to be getting. Understand that this is an inevitable insight. There's no need in prolonging it, and that wherever it is that you have come to as a consequence of integrating a difficult experience is only going to make you stronger, and it's only going to make you better. Okay, so makes your experience more valuable. All right, so it's about also loving the part of you that comes about as a result of deeper self-examination and pushing through any hurdles that may be coming up for some of you all. But this, I really feel, really for most of you, has everything to do with all parts of you coming online with something that is really, really critical. So we have the love card on the table here as an underlying energy, which speaks to relationship. We have this need to set boundaries. We have this Wheel of Fortune, things taking a turn, things coming more into balance. This could be you bringing in that individual that is going to bring more balance into your life, but also validating and trusting yourself and not being concerned about others. We also have the underlying energy of confidence. So we're going to continue with this, and we're going to do more of the more detailed energy that's coming in from the tarot for our Patreon community. So I'll say goodbye to the rest of you. Join us on patreon.com/Tanisha Ali for the lengthier readings, for the weekly readings, the individual personal zodiac readings, and a lot of other spiritual content. Much love to you.